begins with you. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Good to see you, great to be here with you. Today, as you see by the title, we're going to get into some springtime fragrances. Spring is here. We're having some warm days, some not so warm days, and I couldn't wait to get out some of my springtime fragrances. If that's something that you enjoy or something that you're interested in, please stay tuned. Before we get started, please don't let me forget to tell you about the great cause and foundation charity that I'm supporting, and that is Victims Against Violence in Public Schools. Please, they are a great cause with helping victims of violence in public schools or in any school, to helping the children to get services for mental health, any physicians setting them up with counseling. It's just a great cause. And I would be very appreciative if you could donate or support, help, anything you can do, contribute would be a blessing. Again, all the information will be linked below in the description box, and I'm so grateful and I'm thankful for all that support Victims Against Violence in Public Schools. Now, before we do get started with the video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely don't forget to subscribe. Definitely don't forget to like so I stay in the loop. Please share and please hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload more great content. So, now without further ado, let's get into these springtime fragrances. So the first fragrance I have is a fragrance that I have just recently reviewed because it is a new fragrance to me. Well, I've had it for a little bit of time just to test it out, and I have a video here that I'll link here for you guys to see if you want to get more in-depth detail about the fragrance. But let me stop rambling and show you the first springtime fragrance that I would wear or suggest, and I'll give you a little bit. Let me put the camera down. Yum Pistachio Gelato 33 by K. Ali Fragrance. So you can see the full review. I'm just gonna be talking a little bit. I'm gonna give you some notes. And this is a springtime fragrance, and the top notes are pistachio, bergamot, ice cream, rum, hazelnut, cardamom. The middle notes are lily of the valley, pear, peony, jasmine, geranium, white peach, and raspberry. The base notes are whipped cream, marshmallow, cotton candy, sandalwood, cedar, tonka, bean, lacome, and cacao. Lacome? I think that's how you say it. It's a sweet, woody, vanilla, powdery, citrus, nutty, warm, spicy, fresh fragrance. And if you watch my review of this fragrance, you know that I said it was a nice fragrance. It's a little nutty in the dry down. The fragrance blooms in the dry down, but I did have some cons with this fragrance, but I still think it's a pretty fragrance for the spring if it does well for you. For me, it says it's intense, but it's not intense, and it doesn't have lasting power, and it's not a big projector. But if you love that kind of little bit of nuttiness, kind of marshmallow, whipped cream kind of fragrance, not really heavy, but you know, like kind of fresh, but a little bit of nutty, you know, you can kind of smell the pistachios nuttiness in the gelato, in the dry down. but it's a pretty springtime fragrance, great for the springtime. There's a lot of mixed reviews about this fragrance, but I think it's a great fragrance for the spring if it's something that you love, because it is a fragrance that would be great or targeted for springtime. So if it does well for you and you really love this fragrance, by all means, this is a great fragrance for the springtime. And this one is Yum Pistachio Gelato 33 by K.Ali Fragrances. The next fragrance I have for you, Graceful Beauties, is one I have raved about. And it's also a TikTok viral favorite. Let me just get one spray before I put it on display, guys. It's well deserved. It's well deserved all the rave that it does get. And this one, for another great springtime fragrance, Narciso, let me just say Musk Noir Rose for Her by Narciso Rodriguez. This one is just a beautiful fragrance. Let me say that out the door. It's a beautiful fragrance and a beautiful classic bottle. The top notes are plum, pink pepper, bergamot. Middle notes are musk, rose, tuberose, and the base notes are vanilla. It's a musky, fruity, vanilla, sweet rose, powdery tuberose, white floral, soft, spicy, animalic fragrance. This would be gorgeous for springtime, summertime. It's just a gorgeous, jammy, kind of a little classy, sophisticated rose, if that makes sense. It's not a juvenile type of fragrance to me. It's still a little fun, but it's still a little flirty. Let me just say that. Still a little flirty type fun, but it's still classy, kind of sophisticated, and like a jammy, little antique-y kind of rose, like just mature, not to me, not old. And I've had time to have this fragrance, so it's just beautiful. That rose is, I haven't came across another fragrance that kind of smells like this with the rose, myself personally. But this jammy rose is just, every time you smell it, your senses will just brighten and lighten up, like just get excited. This is a beautiful, it's almost a little aquatic too. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful springtime fragrance. And this one is Musk Noir Rose for Her by Narciso Rodriguez. The next fragrance that I have for you beauties is one that I haven't spoke about in a while, and it's because this fragrance is more geared for this time of the year, spring and summer. So I don't really pull for this fragrance during the winter or fall months, so that's why you're hearing about it now as one of my springtime fragrances. A la Rose, Lou, or a la Rose, Mason Francis, Kirk DeJean. Let me give you the notes. The top notes are lychee, pear. The middle notes are damask rose, grass rose, peony, and violet. And the base notes are musk. It's a rose, floral, fresh, fruity, musky, powdery, tropical, violet, aquatic fragrance. And this one is it's a pretty rose, real rose fragrance. Not a artificial type rose, not a rose that is created, but a rose like if you get a bouquet of roses with the stems, you smell that. You smell kind of like the rose may have been, have a little dew, or you know, just have like maybe have been freshly watered, something like that. But you get a little bit of the aquatic, but you get a beautiful bouquet of fresh roses. They really captured this, captured that in this fragrance. This is the most real rose fragrance, like a real authentic rose flower that you would have smell, that I've smelled in a long time. And this is just beautiful. It would be a great wedding scent, a great bridesmaid scent, a great outdoor spring classy event scent, anything. So it's a beautiful feminine rose scent. And this one is La Rose Maison Francis Kirk de Jean. The next fragrance I have for you beauties is one also that I rarely pull it out until this time of the year. I'm just gonna get one spray, guys. And the bottle is even, to me, even stunning. And the more classic or straight line, simple a bottle is, the more beautiful it is to me. And this one is A La Rose, Rosé or A La Rose Perfumes by Perfumes de Marly. The top notes are lychee, pear, bergamot. The middle notes are Turkish rose, peony, water notes, and floral notes. And the base notes are white musk, woody notes, and Haitian vetiver. It's a floral, fresh rose, aquatic, fruity, musky, tropical citrus fragrance. Now, when I first got A La Rose, I wasn't the most excited about this fragrance. Now, this rose is way different than the fragrance previous by Maison Francis Kirk de Jean, the A La Rose. You can tell this one doesn't smell like a fresh cut rose. It smells like a more, where Maison Francis Kirk de Jean was more like an authentic, real rose. This one smells a little bit, just a little manufactured, but it's still a great fragrance because of the lychee. It's aquatic, very aquatic. It's pretty, it's feminine. It's a beautiful, and this one, it took time for me to warm up to this fragrance. It really took time for me to warm up to this fragrance because at first I didn't know how to take the rose, but now I know with the lychee, and you can smell the Perfumes de Marly, like the Delina. You can smell that DNA because of the lychee in this fragrance. But like I said, it's just a beautiful rose lychee type of fragrance. It's very aquatic. This one smells kind of like it rained, and you may smell roses, but it's not as a fresh, cut bouquet of roses. Doesn't have that, but it has a great, pretty rose, aquatic, floral type of smell or scent. Still very pretty, still has that DNA of Delina, and it's just a nice fragrance. Beautiful for the springtime. Very beautiful for the springtime. And last but not least, and that one was A La Rose, A La Rose by Delina, that was. And last but not least is another great fragrance that I have, that I haven't talked about a lot, and definitely because I wouldn't bring it out until When the Rain Stops by Mason Martin Marcello. I'll give you the notes. The notes are green notes, bergamot, pink pepper. The middle notes are watery notes, rain notes, Turkish rose, jasmine. Base notes are pine tree, moss, and patchouli. It's aquatic, woody, green, ozonic, rose, fresh, earthy, mossy, aromatic fragrance. Smells with a little bit of little mossiness outside doorsy. Smells just like the name of this fragrance, When the Rain Stops. It's very aquatic, ozonic, outdoorsy, watery. It's a little woodsy, but it's fresh. So if for you ladies and gentlemen that's looking for something fresh to wear for springtime, this one really, really, really centers around springtime. When you have those rainy days, when you have those warm but kind of cool days in between, it's a very nice, lovely fragrance. And I say nice and lovely because I don't want the men to shy away from this fragrance because I said it was beautiful or pretty. I don't want the men to shy away. So this is a unisex fragrance. So no, it will go well on a man's, on a male, and it will go well on a female as well. I see this like jeans, a t-shirt. I see this with a woman and she has maybe on a sundress or some type of jeans and a, something to pull over, some type of nice little, little designer bag and maybe some nice little sandals. It's a beautiful, beautiful springtime fragrance. And this is all I have for you beauties, graceful beauties. I hope you enjoy my picks of springtime fragrances. And please leave a comment below of your springtime fragrances. Before you leave, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely don't forget to hit the notification bell so you're notified when I upload new videos. And definitely don't forget to share. I'll see you again soon, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Take care now. Bye-bye.